Hey, horror fans! Once again, it's the Horror Miser Monty G, and today we're going to talk about The Witch. Now, The Witch, sometimes known as a New England Folktale, is a 2015 period supernatural horror film. It was written and directed by Robert Eggers in his directorial debut. The film stars Anya Taylor-Joy, Ralph Ineson, and Kate Dickey. Premise is very simple. A Puritan family moves out into the outside of the plantation, and all of a sudden they start to encounter supernatural occurrences. It could be of the supposed witch that lives out near the woods that they are in. That's basically the premise of the movie, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Now, this film came out, like I said, back in 2015. Unfortunately, I did not get a chance to see it until last night. But from what most of I've heard about the film, people have praised the film. And it was the first film that Anna Taylor-Joy was first recognized in, and she's become a much major star. Obviously, people remember her from Split and other movies that she starred in. And like I said, this is Robert Eggers' directorial debut. And like I said, a lot of people did enjoy the film. Some people didn't like it. Some people thought it was too boring. Some people thought it was very well done. It was very well made, and they considered it one of the best horror films of the year that came out in 2015. But I'll tell you what I thought about the film. Now, like I said, this film takes place in 17th century New England, where a bunch of Puritans who moved away from England have now settled in. And this man named William, a very highly religious man who is at odds with the people in the town, and he, along with his wife Catherine, their daughter Thomason, son Cable, and fraternal twins Mercy and Jonas, they have an odds about their interpretations of the New Testament. So they decide to leave. They get banished from the plantation and move further away into this nice settlement area. Obviously, people are very deeply religious, and that's the reason why they were at odds with the people at the plantation. It is for so long that they built a nice settlement there, and they actually have a new son named Samuel. Unfortunately, while playing with the child, Thomason loses the child. It's taken, and we don't know what happened to it. But eventually, other supernatural forces take place while they determine whether or not you are dealing with a witch. And that's basically what the premise of this movie is. Now, first of all, I gotta give Robert Eggers credit. He filmed a very fascinating film. I like how he uses his colors in the film. It's never really bright. It's always gray. It's gray. It shows you the harsh living conditions that the Puritans had at the time, especially for this family, because there's nobody near there. You see the how there's never sunny out there. It's grayish, dingy, not really bright colors, and that's what I liked about that. How the film looks, and the film is acted very well. I can see why Anna Taylor Joy was really praised for her acting in this film, and not only that, but obviously the father, Robert English and Kate Dickey, they also played well as well. But I was very impressed with all the child actors, from the actor playing Caleb. I believe his name was Harvey Scrimshaw. He plays Caleb. He was very good. I like the two actresses that played Mercy and Jonas, especially Mercy. They were cracking me up when the scenes that they were in. But obviously, Anna Taylor-Joy as Thomason, she was very great in this film. Ralph Ennis was also great, and so was Kate Dickey. Now, I know some of the people were frustrated because of how they talked throughout the film, and they used very different language, but that's how they spoke at the time back then. That's the type of language that they had, and I can understand why people had a difficult time enjoying the film. But if you can listen to what they're saying and understand the type of dialect that they were using at that time period, you can understand what's going on. And it wasn't difficult for me to understand what was happening. And I think that's the problem some people had with the film, is the language that they were using. But I understood it, and I really enjoyed the film. Now, this film is a slow burn, but to me, it's not. It's a slow burn, but it keeps you engaged. It kept me engaged in the characters. I started fearing for the characters. I cared for Thomas, and I cared for the twins. I felt, obviously, as the film goes on, secrets are revealed between the mother Catherine and the father William. Obviously, he is at odds and with himself as as the things more events occur, which I won't spoil here. You have to see the movie in order to find out what's happening. Like I said, secrets are revealed. We find out a lot of other stuff that's happening, and that's the reason why they're at odds. But all the performances are great, and that's what I really enjoyed about the film. With the performances, again, the kid actors are great. Everyone does a great job. There's really no flaws in this film. Um, all the tension that you see in the film. There's very little blood. There's some blood at the third act, obviously. We do see some blood there, but all in all, this is a very great film. I enjoyed it very much. So on my scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give The Witch an 8. So yes, I definitely really enjoyed The Witch. If I would have seen it earlier, it definitely would be in one of my top 10 horror films of that year. And I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to see it up until now, but I'm glad I did see it. And I'm glad all the people who recommended me to watch it, and I recommend you to watch this film because it's pretty good. And I think if you can get past the language, and if you like slow, I mean, if you get past the language, what they're talking about, if you can actually listen, because you do have to listen to what they're saying, but if you understand the language and what they're saying, I think you'll enjoy this film as well. So, my horror fans, did you see The Witch? Have you seen it? Did you enjoy it? Or did you think this was another one of these slow burn films that not for typical horror fans, such as some other people would like to see? Leave your comments down in the comment section below. Let me know what you thought about The Witch. Again, I highly recommend that you do see it, and I think you'll enjoy it. Well, that's my video for today. I hope you did enjoy this video. And if you do, please hit that thumbs up button and share as well. And again, this is your first time here, hit that subscriber button and ring that notification bell. That way you can become part of the horror experience with me, the Horror Miser Monty G. And as always, all my social media links will be down in the description box below as well. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd. And I'm also part of a group called Killer Flicks. We talk about horror movies all week long. And on Fridays, it's Free for All Friday, which we talk about everything. So again, meet me, like I said, you can meet me on Killer Flicks, become a member, and you can enjoy such an incredible group of people because we all love horror. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Monty G, and always remember, horror rules.